everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Ravina and I am ready with another lesson today which will be for grade 3s, and the topic for today is measurement. So without wasting any time, let us get started. Okay, so let's start with our lesson for today, which is measurement. And here is a very easy and small task I have planned for you all, which is pre-assessment. So on your screens, I hope you all can see that there are a few questions that are given to you to test your prior knowledge. And I want you to do these questions independently and do not take any helps of anyone near you. These have to be attempted by yourself and make sure that you try to do all of them. So this is not the teaching that I'm going to do with you. Till the time you don't know, you don't become perfect. So this is just to check your prior knowledge of the topic. Now, on the new page, you are going to write the topic as well as the learning objective. The pre-assessment task that you have done in your notebooks that I will be checking, and I'll be giving you remarks on that. You can send your answers in the comment box so that I can check, review and get back to you. So the learning objective for today's lesson, which is measurement, is estimate, measure and record length using meters and centimeters. As discussed earlier, success criteria is what is expected from you all by the end of the topic. So which is, I can estimate and measure different parts of the house using a meter stick. I can change meters and centimeters to centimeters. I can estimate, measure, find the difference and record my results in meters and centimeters using a metric stick. Success criteria is always given according to the three different types of children, the groups that we divide into children according to their ability, and that is why you can see I have created three kinds of success criteria for you, so you can relate yourself in any kind of objective that you want to test in for yourself as soon as you see the task in the last that I'll give to you. Now comes the very important keywords. This is the notebook criteria that should be there in your notebook line by line for you to remember and recall whenever exams are near and there is any test related in your class. So the keywords related to the topic are given on your slide, which are measurement, length, meter, centimeter, kilometer, mass, weight, kilogram, capacity, liter and milliliter. Now you have the problem of the day. Now right before this topic, we completed division, and there is a question for you all on division. Of course, we cannot start fractions till the time we don't complete division. So I want you all to do the problem of the day in your notebooks, get the answers checked and send me whatever you get as the answer so that I can discuss with you how and why we reached to that conclusion. Let's start with our topic, which is length. The first thing that comes in our mind when we talk about measurement is, of course, length. Estimate, measure and record length using meters and centimeters. Now comes the question, the first and the most important question, what is length? I want different answers from you all. What you think about is length. Someone will say, ma'am, length is something that we calculate with a scale. Some other can say, ma'am, there I have a long measuring stick with which I calculate length. But I don't know what is exactly length. So for your all knowledge, length is a measure of how long an object is or the distance between any 2 points. That is what is called as length. Now the question comes is a simple question that comes in everybody's mind. That is, why would we need to know the length of something? Why do we want to know? What is the reason? We might need to get a tablecloth for our table, and when we go to the fabric shop, we would need to know the exact measurements because everyone has a different kind of table. The size is different, the measurement is different. What about our beds? Even the shape and sizes of our beds are different. Some people have queen bed, some people have king size bed, some people have square bed, some people have round bed. So because of the size, which is different for everything, we need to have some measurement that we can only get if we measure the length of any object. These are the nice ways to get an idea of how long something is, but could you go to the fabric shop and say, my table is 20 matchsticks long and 10 matchsticks wide in order to get a tablecloth? Is it the correct way of measuring something? Can you stand and start walking feet by feet and just tell the person that my bed is 10 feet long? So will that measurement be accurate and will it be correct? The sales assistants may have a hard time getting you the right amount of material. So instead of matchsticks that we use of measurement, we use units of measurement. They are very specific and do not change like the meter or centimeter. I want you to make a note of our first unit of measurement, which is meter. Now, what is this word meter? What do you mean by this word meter? A meter is a greater unit of measurement and is used to measure longer lengths. It is 100 times bigger than a centimeter. Now, most probably you might have got the idea of what a meter is, and you might have started thinking of various examples that come to your mind, which is very cool. So we are going to discuss about meter and centimeters in detail. Now, to get really simple, the easiest thing for a meter is, it is about the length of your arms outstretched there. Right now, if you outstretch your arms, of course, everybody is having a different arm size, but this is about the length. That is why we are using the word about, because it's not exact. So when you outstretch your arms really wide, then that end-to-end point, your fingertip, the middle fingertip and the middle fingertip of the other hand, this is about the length of a meter. Meters can be used to measure the length of a house or the size of a playground, but what unit of measurement do we use if something is much smaller than a meter? Now, I told you that the meter is what? It is the unit of measurement if we want to calculate, or if we want to calculate the length or find the length of something which is bigger. But what do we do if we want to see the measurement of something which is very small and it is very less than a meter? Let's go ahead and find out. Yes, the word that comes in your mind is correct, which is centimeters. So what is a centimeter? What are centimeters? They are used to measure shorter lengths. Make a note of this. You should know for your whole life. It's very important for you all, and I want you all the kids, to write this somewhere in your notebook so that you get along well. Whenever you have time, you can go and recall. Okay, centimeter. Check your fingernail. How wide is it? It's just about 1 centimeter wide. Again, I'm using the word about because it's not exact. Everybody is having the different size of their fingernail, all right? So that is just about 1 centimeter wide. Now, I want you all to look around the room. Is there anything that you can think of which is about the same size as a centimeter? And think and write about that thing. Good thinking and good calculation. But I have some examples for you of, there are some things that I have in mind. I have think of some things and kept them on your screen right now. Now, about as long as a staple pen, all right? Width of a highlighter, diameter of a belly button, thickness of a homework journal. You all have your notebooks. How different notebooks have different thickness. You can check which one is having exact a centimeter, which is exact 1 centimeter wide, or which is maybe more or a bit less than a centimeter. And of course, the width of your index finger. What can we use to measure in centimeters? What? The basic and the most important things with which we measure a centimeter is, everybody has it. I want you all to take it out and keep it in your hand. It is a ruler. But how do we use a ruler? When we start measuring with a ruler, we always start at a 0. Something which is very important you have to keep in your mind. Always start with a 0, and I want you all to find out 0 on all of your rulers. Now comes the word estimation. What does this word estimation means? I have been talking about the word about, approximate, close to, but not exact amount. Now these all words also mean another word, which is estimation. Now estimating means having a good guess at something which is nearly close to the answer you want to give, but not the exact answer. Now the question comes, why do we estimate? If we estimate before we measure, then it will definitely save us some time, all right? If we think that what we are about to measure is closer to a meter, then we'll know how to use our meter stick. If it is closer to a centimeter, then we'll know that what do we have to use. Of course, then we'll use a ruler, all right? So we should know what we are going to estimate. There are some strategies I have made for you that you can use while you do the measuring of length. When estimating, it is a good idea to have an estimation benchmark. Can you think of something that is about a meter? You have to think of various things. We discussed a really good examples, right? So you can visualize something that is about a meter and then try and see how many things might fit into what you are about to measure just by looking at it, all right? Is there anything near what you're about to measure that you could help to estimate its size, all right? So you have to think of the strategies. For example, take your table, your dining table. You have to see whether you can measure it in meters or centimeters. Of course, it will take a longer time if you will go for centimeters. So you will definitely think about going in meters. All right. Now there is a question for you all. If we were to measure the length of a pencil, children, we would do what we would do. Would we use meter or would we use centimeters? Now, do you have to keep in your mind, remember that a centimeter is about the width of your fingernail and a meter is about the tip to tip of your outstretched arms. Now, which one is bigger, a centimeter or a meter? All right, so you have to see what are you measuring. Which of these is the best estimate for the length of a football field? 10 centimeters, 100 centimeters, 10 meters or 100 meters. We're talking about not a football. We're talking about football fields. So let's get going and write the answers in your notebooks. Yay! The answer is, the best estimate for the football field is 100 meters. Correct. Let's estimate another question. Now, if we are going to measure the length of a pencil, what is the best estimation? 50 meters, 1 centimeter, 8 centimeters or 90 centimeters. Think and write the answer in your notebooks. And the answer is 8 centimeter. The best estimate for your pencil. That's great. Good going. Now you have to remember that estimation is not about getting the answer right or wrong. Okay? It is never an accurate thing. Estimation means not accurate, but near to accurate. Okay? Now let's take out some time. I want you all to be with me here, children, and think which of these should be measured in meters or in centimeters. Let's do this together. I have a lot of things on my screen right now, and I want you to all take a good look and write in your notebooks which all things you think should be measured in meters and which all things should go for centimeters. Come on, everybody start doing this. I have the individual activity for all the children. This any level, any group can do out of the 3 in which we categorize you all. So in this task, you can see there are some things on your screen, as well as I shared the previous slide also with you. So you have to see which is a meter, which is more than a meter, and which can be less than a meter, and you have to cut the pictures and put them under the correct column. Good job! Now I want you to send me your answers in the comment box so that I can see what you have done well and what could you have done much more better. Alright, so here I have your next task. If you can do task 1, please go ahead and do this one, because I have 3 tasks for you all. So you can choose and do whichever task you want to do. The instructions are given clearly there, and I want you to attempt these tasks in your notebook. Send me the answers for me to check and I will review. Here comes task 2. If you think you can do task 2 and not task 1, task 1 might be more easier for you. Definitely go for task 2. And if you think task 1 and task 2 both are extremely easy for you, then I would definitely recommend you all to go for task 3, which is a bit high level, but I think you can try to do it. Alright? Amazing job. I am proud of you if you have attempted any of the tasks, or maybe you might have done all 3. Because there are many children who come to me, "Ma'am, I have done both the tasks. I have done 3 tasks." So it is totally on you which tasks you want to do. Alright? Amazing job. I want to thank you all for looking at the PPT, going through all the questions. I hope you've attempted, and I will wait for your answers in the comment box. And please write down where you had problems so that I can clarify you in my next video. Alright? So very well done. I really am so happy and give you a thumbs up for your extreme well done tasks that you have performed. All right, so bye everyone. Hope you all enjoyed today's lesson as much as I did, and I will be again ready with another topic, but I would love your suggestion which topic and which learning objective you want me to teach next time. So please do leave your comments. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get more notifications of my coming videos. So see you all. Bye bye.